And a little bit of a fashion show taking place as the Bulls came down the tunnel earlier on. And now it's all about getting a win on their home court. The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City. Our sight tonight. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Craig Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brown, the small forward, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Richardson is out there with Smart, and it's Williams at the 5. And for Chicago, Vucevic is out there with Williams. Then it's Ball, then it's DeRozan, and it's Levine in at the 2. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Craig, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
When Lonzo Ball is healthy, he's effective. A multi-talented point guard, in my opinion, with great size.
Williams against Tatum. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And it's in there.
For a guard, Josh Richardson has all type of length. He is consistently getting to the lane, and he can score.
Ball kicks to Vucevic. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. We're about 1 minute into the first. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for Boston. Richardson outside. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Bulls. Inside, Williams. And the slam by Williams.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
And Vucevic kicks the ball. Over Smart. Ball with the bucket. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Smart passes to Richardson. And the slam by Williams.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
Here's LaVine. Passes it to DeRozan. Right side, Williams. Back to DeRozan. Shoots over Brown. And it's off the back rim. No good. Outside, Tatum. Richardson outside. Good on the three-point shot. Richardson's got 5.
Nice shot by Josh Richardson. He gives you another guy that can extend the defense.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Celtics up 3. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And before the game, we checked in with Marcus Smart, who told us how his upbringing helped shape his approach to the game.
I'm the youngest of 4 boys. So as anybody who has siblings, older, younger, you understand the struggle, especially being the youngest. You know, you always got to fight for what you want.
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Celtics. Brown, the small forward, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Then there's Horford. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Pritchard in at the 2-guard spot.
And the deep ball has come alive the last few seasons for Zach LaVine. He set a Bulls record for made threes in a season last year.
And Greg, Zach LaVine continues to work and improve his shot, which has been fantastic. He not only trusts his shot at this point, but feel it's a strength now. He's more willing to look for jumpers and big possessions now.
Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Brown. This is his first free throw of the game.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year, so just solid at the line.
And so Tatum nails them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. For 3, LaVine, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Nice form, the elbow right in line. Zach LaVine has a fantastic looking shot.
Schroeder dishes to Tatum. Stolen by Ball. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Bulls have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That's good from Ball. Dennis Kanter's checked in for Boston. Ball hits them both. Here's Schroeder. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Horford the pass to Pritchard. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
An elite distributor for a big man. Horford is the kind of guy you want to play basketball with.
LaVine looking around. DeRozan for 3. Back to LaVine from deep 3-point range. He can't hit that time. And it's Boston the other way. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Horford. Kanter trying to free himself up. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there. And it's Williams finishing it off.
There's no secret that Lonzo is an elite facilitator. If you're open, he will get you the ball.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Turnover there, but for the most part, they've taken care of the basketball. That was one of the few mistakes they've really made.
For 3, LaVine nailed from 3-point land. LaVine's got 8 points.
Excellent play call, and LaVine looking very smooth, working off the catch and shoot.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And Brown drops them both.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finish.
Woo! Love it, love it. An explosive, high-level athlete. You see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for Chicago. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They were never able to get the lead above 4. Just in terms of the second quarter, they were the better team, but there wasn't a big difference between them. Kenny, your thoughts on how the Bulls are playing?
Man, their fans know how to give their team a lift, that's for sure. The atmosphere in this building has been amazing, but the fans still have some work to do. They've got to keep the noise up, keep the energy up, and carry their guys to the win.
And over to Shaq now. Your take on the Celtics.
Ernie, I love you. I got to be honest. That was an awful first half defensively. Giving up over 60% from the field? Come on, Ernie, wow. If they stayed in it, maybe it'll give them a little extra motivation they need to fix their defense.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Now, here's Brown. Williams is out there with Vucevic. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Ball in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
The man does it all. DeRozan with the great anticipation on the defensive end, and then he uses his strides to beat everyone up the floor.
And we have an intentional foul there. I wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
To the paint, here's Brown. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays, there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Now here's LaVine. 10 points for him. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Richardson. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And DeRozan sends it back.
With that leaping ability of DeRozan, he can go get it.
Here's LaVine. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
And Jason Tatum, he got a lot of the pub last year, and deservedly so. But Jaylen Brown made monstrous strides as well, especially when it came to efficiency.
And the Celtics making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
LaVine, the wide open look here for Vucevic. Up again. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. It's the Bulls with the ball. Williams passes to Levine. Over Smart, and he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
This is the capability Zach LaVine has. Can score on all three levels.
Williams against Tatum. Pulls it up. 2 on the clock. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there.
And what about the hustle from Brown on D? Just not giving his man any room to feel comfortable.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Celtics lead by 1. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Boston. Brown the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Neesmith. And it's Horford in at the center. Now here's DeRozan. Here's Ball. 6 on the shot clock. Vucevic makes it off the glass.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
And we've seen this before. Zach with the ability to put up points in bunches.
1:25 left in the fourth quarter of this one, and Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That will be foul number 5 on him. Richardson, he's checked in for Neesmith. Now Tatum. Over Williams. Misses off the right iron.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And the jam by LaVine.
A lot of guys play above the rim. LaVine plays above the square box on the backboard.
1:06 left to play here in the fourth. Up top, Tatum. He's guarded by Williams. Tatum no good. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Bulls. A 2-point game.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Now a timeout called by Boston. 50 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Zach LaVine.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the head coach for Boston had some instruction for the guys during the timeout. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin is trying to keep him focused.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Most teams now are looking to play with pace. No better way to ignite the break than off a turnover.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And Tatum's experience in these spots is starting to show. He's never been afraid to take the biggest shots.
DeRozan finds Vucevic. Williams with the block.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Absolutely. They're within striking distance, but they have to make pretty much every shot.
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And he commits the intentional foul. It's the first, and that will put them up by 2.
Drafted 13th overall because of his great length and athletic athleticism. Zach LaVine has really rounded out his skill set. That's why you want him at the line when the game is close. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
Time called here. What's your take, guys?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Also, interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick 2 and a foul.
Bullseye! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
And the three-point shot is something that Brown continues to improve upon. It's important for him to be draining these looks. And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
He sinks the clutch free throw. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
Here's Caruso. Misses the 3. It's stolen by Vucevic. Shot is good. But oh, it looks like this one might get reviewed. Very close on the release. And they're going back to have a look at that shot once again to see if the horn had really sounded before the ball left his hand. This certainly isn't over yet. They may get a second chance. Now, if it's overturned, we're going to need overtime.
And the replay center out in Secaucus is delivering the footage. And guys, it sure looks like the shot left his hands just a moment too late.
And the final call's been made. The original ruling was correct, and the game is over. The basket will not count.
Well, they had to make sure he had gotten it off, and boy, he was just a fraction of a second late. Extremely close.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.